start again.
Hi guys, my name is Isioma. As you all know, I'm here with my friend. I call him my in-law though, but his name is Abbas Conte from Sierra Leone. So Abbas, over to you. Where are you from? Like I said.
Hi guys, I'm Abbas Conte. I'm from Sierra Leone.
So Abbas here seems to be a calm person. Let's just say he's a calm guy though. Wonderful person, one of the most friendly person in my class. So back to business. So I and Abbas, like the other video I made where we're talking about male nurses, the challenges they face. I'm not discouraging guys not to be nurses, but a lot of challenges inside there. So I think Abbas is going to brief us about the challenges they face as male nurses, the things not to do. I was talking about you as a guy working with a patient, using words like, oh, beautiful, sexy, and all those things. I talked about that. That's why when you use words like that for most of those ladies, their mindset is going elsewhere. So let's hear from Abbas, that is a man that is also a nurse. So let's say he will tell us the disadvantage of being a nurse.
Hi guys, good day to you all. I was asked by my friend here, Jane, to give some of the disadvantages we face as a male nurse working in a convalescent home, because that's where I'm working right now. And that's like a good question for me, because as a male nurse coming from Africa working here, I've been facing some challenges working in those convalescent home. Like one of the challenges I can bring up, which is, I feel like that one is the most prominent one, which is dealing with female clients. As a male nurse working in a convalescent home as a CNA, you have to do everything the female nurses do. The female nurses do everything, in a sense. When you are assigned to a room, you have to do everything from mouth brushing, cutting of the nails, cleaning of the peri area, everything. And when you are doing these things, when they give you a female client, that's like one of the biggest disadvantage, because some of these female clients, you can compare them to your grandma, you can compare them to your mom, and where we are coming from. Africa, we have tradition dealing with those kind of things. As a female person, you don't have to see female people or female clients naked. But this job, the description of this job, we don't have those boundaries. You have to do everything. You have to go by the book. You have to do your job. You have to be a professional. So, which is the downstairs, you have to clean them, both male and female. Even the male, sometimes you have to clean some clients. You have to be cleaning them like 2, 3, 4, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks before they get used to you. If they are not used to you, it will tell from their body language, from the way they look at you. Sometimes it's all depend on trust. Some of them, they have something they don't want other people to see. So that's like a big challenge. And also, you have to always try to put yourself in their position. Even us right now, we are not sick, we are not on the sick bed, but we all have something we don't want people to see. Just say if you don't have anything, you just don't want people to see you naked. That's like the bottom line. So that's the thing. That's like a big challenge, and it's not easy.
You guys have heard from Abbas. Then one question I would like to ask you. have you ever in any way like changing your client, like maybe you just feel some certain way because we are human beings now? Has that thing ever come to your mind? Because the first thing you say when we started this talk, like when you're working with this individual, the first thing that comes to your head, like you're working for your mother, right? You're taking care of your mother, you're taking care of your grandma. Because that was what I said before. Because if people put those kind of things in their mind, I don't think anything like all those kind of things that is putting men into problem will come. But I want to ask you, like, have you ever, at any time, maybe you're working with one of these individuals, you just feel somehow as in...
Well, it depends on what kind of feelings you're talking about. But for me, personally, it's just professional. First of all, when you enter some of these people's room to take care of them, the condition you meet these people, sometimes it will just break you down. You have to be strong to take care of them, because just like I was saying a few minutes ago, you have to always put yourself in their position. What if this is you? Or what if this is your mom? So you always have to treat people the way you want yourself to be treated, and the way you want your family or your relative to be treated if they happen to end up in those kind of places. So for me, I can't talk for other people. For me, that's how I see things. And for this job, you have to be passionate. If you are not passionate, this is something that you can't do perfectly. Because I'm saying perfectly because I've seen nurses who are not passionate. They are not doing their job correctly. You can tell. And some of these people, these clients, they are like alert and oriented, so they can talk. If you come in the room and you clean them, you don't clean them nicely. They have other CNAs that they trust. They can talk to them. Like, they can come in and tell you, oh, I like the way you clean me. This is not doing the same job as you are doing. So I don't feel any kind of way. The only feeling that I've had going into those rooms is pity. Sometimes when you go there, you see some of them, they talk to you to a point they started crying. So you have to, compose yourself. You have to hold yourself, put yourself together, because you don't want to be crying in front of them as they are crying. So for me, that's it.
Then another question I would like to ask: have they ever assigned you to any of those clients, like any of those women, and they say, "Oh, I don't want you. I don't want to work."
CNAs that they trust, they can talk to them. Like, they can come in and tell you, oh, I like the way you clean me. This is not doing the same job as you are doing. So I don't feel any kind of way. The only feeling that I've had going into those rooms is pity. Sometimes when you go there, you see some of them, they talk to you to a point they started crying. So you have to, compose yourself. You have to hold yourself, put yourself together, because you don't want to be crying in front of them as they are crying. So for me, that's it.
Then another question I would like to ask: have they ever assigned you to any of those clients, like any of those women, and they say, "Oh, I don't want you. I don't want to work with you"?
That is common.
So that happens.
It happens every day. It doesn't matter how good you look, because some of them, they will tell you.
You're not just comfortable with a male nurse.
Yes, some of them, they will tell you, I'm not comfortable with you. So sometimes this is like everyday something. When we know that this certain client is not comfortable with men, they don't assign that client to a man. So let's say if they assign you to this room and you have 3 clients in the room, and then you have one bed who said, I don't want a man, you are going to switch with the closest person to you. They're going to switch. The closest female to you is going to take that client, and the person is going to give you one of her clients. So that's how we work. You don't force them. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Sometimes it's not about I don't want a man. Sometimes some of them, they just don't like you. They just feel like I can't stand you. So, like we have few clients who don't like certain, sets of people. Like I would say few of them, they are racist. They don't want, certain set of people to come in and touch them. So they'll tell you like, I don't want you. And sometimes it deals with the mental also, like what's going on in their head. They might reject you today, and tomorrow you might come in the room and they're smiling to you. So it's like that. You just have to be versatile. You just have to know how to behave to different sets of people. That's the thing.
And that's not common with the main clients, right? They don't reject the women. They don't select, like, a man cannot say, oh, I want a male nurse to come and take care of me. Men don't really reject these people. They work with anybody they see.
Well,
I know women can say, no,
yes,
I don't want, but for men.
For the male clients, it's hard to see a male client rejecting a woman. Mostly if you see a male client reject a woman, you check deeply that woman have some attitude issue, So if they feel like maybe they say something to you and then you didn't answer them the right way they were expecting you, or maybe it's a repetition of, attitude, like negative attitude towards them, then they can turn you down. They can tell the charge nurse, or they can tell you outrightly, like, I don't want you to touch me, I don't want you to clean me, and you can convey the message to the charge nurse so they can switch. It's like that sometimes. But sometimes some of us, the quality we need to possess is we need to know how to get around our patients, because it doesn't matter, you have to deal with them every day. So it's best for you to find a way how you can get around certain
and they like this. So it's always their word against you.
Always the patient always right. That's what then they tell you. So you just need for find way where you go. Try for make the situation flexible, because myself we still now, so I don't come across most of the thing, and you go see patients, you go put your hand so na the bedside, they talk to them like na the railing, you talk to her, you go grab your hand, they squeeze, you take them up to your muscle, and stuff then. But it depends to how you
handle that situation at that time. You just
need to be professional, because some of them, they really they see you, especially if you're a young guy where they take care of you, say if they come out good looking and all that stuff, then these then American people, and then they hide
their feelings.
Then they express unto you quickly, then go tell you, say na so it left to you how you manage the situation. If you just start na the field, you go take a big thing, but for we just
you don't they used to run.
Yeah, we don't used to run. If it become too much to a point wherein this one client go come, you do this to you, touch, me personally, I go tell the charge nurse, say, I don't want to work with this client,
And not be problem if you tell charge nurse, say, you don't want to work with this particular.
You don't explain to them all waiting they go on. So now so the situation can go sometime there.
So my people, it no easy anywhere.
Yeah.
What are they talk, say, men where they do nursing job, they're supposed to be disciplined men. Man where they discipline go do this job. But the one we know they discipline no go fit do this work. It's very easy. These women, they know okay, just like the men know okay. But well, I want to say thank you to my brother Abbas. This Sierra Leone pidgin they sweet me. When I say make he come speak, I wake all of them here. You know guys know I've been in Sierra Leone. I've been to Sierra Leone before. Thank you so much, Abbas. God bless you for this small education where you don't give us. So a lot of our people go learn. You know, say una be our children. Sierra Leone and Nigerian people.
Yes.
Yeah, so
we get Boku Nigerians in us. I tell you the last
Sierra Leone are very lovely people. Very, very lovely people. They are one of the Africans I love so much. They are very accommodating.
The last time If I dey lie, ask anybody where they live in a salon right now. We get a whole street up to
Lagos
down.
Street.
No, they call them Godrich Street.
Godrich.
But from up to down, the Nigerians then get all the stores already there. Then they sell spare
For
parts.
Freetown.
Yes, this is now the central side of Freetown. So Godrich Street, Nigerians all over.
Nigerians are loved by people. We're very hardworking people. Well, make we they do the good one. They go make they take good one. We know say we get our bad side, but maybe they take the good one. They remember. Like as our brother Abbas say, he like us very well. Our people they do well for their place. So guys, I think say for now we don't try. We don't come give una the things we wanna ask. But can help me say thank you to my brother Abbas. Anyway, wanna see him. Can I tell and say Jane they greet him. Now my in-law. God bless you guys. I love you all. Please love, share, and like this video. God bless you. This silk is not dark. Let me see. Well, thank you very, very much, Abbas. I really appreciate. To my people, I sure so I don't hear, but I dey expect Abbas to speak Creole so that the thing will match. Make I ask her one more question so that I go use pidgin. They answer us this question. So, like my brother, you never see any man where any of this client they accuse. Man use the word accuse. Say oh the man they try touch him anyhow. You don't ever see. And anybody will fall into that kind of problem. What you feel say the government or the hospital go do to that person?
So I have to speak.
I want
pidgin.
the Creole.
Yes, I have to speak pidgin. But you know, our own pidgin is what I'm going
It is
to
sweet.
speak. Yes. So I need to understand the question first.
Okay, my question be say you don't ever come across any male nurse where client they accuse say they abuse and sexually, or he might use the word abuse and sexually. You never come across.
I don't understand.
Then if you don't come across, what do you fix say now they go do such person? What be the wala where such person go enter if that kind of thing don't come up?
Okay, now it happen all the time.
But some of them they lie, yo.
Yes, some of them they lie. But you know, whenever they come admit client na the hospital, we always they go through the medical history where they tell you waiting then capable of doing. So I know somebody we several female clients then don't tell them say, oh you handsome, oh I like you. You know, and I don't.
This not the client, or they tell the nurse, they tell the male nurse.
Yes, the female clients
they tell the man.
Yes, not to lie, female client themselves they harass nurses, male nurses. I don't. This not to any tell. I don't think up so. I don't see male nurse they try for clean female client. He call me for go help her for pull, and then he grab the guy in waist. I see him with me eye. So it happen, but most of the time where it happen, you can tell the charge nurses, you can tell maybe the DON or the DSD, you can alert them, let them know say that this they happen.
So say now this person they harass me now. Before he go talk, say they harass him.
Yes. So most of the time we not get where we they report them. We not go. Because you report them, then go tell you about your mental status and all that thing. So, waiting we can do.
And another thing why I know say is always their word against your own.
You where we go school, not so that then.
Yes, that's what they teach you. Because they say school me and they like this, so it's always their word against you.
Always the patient always right. That's what then they tell you. So you just need for find where you go. You know, try for make the situation flexible because. Myself we sit on now, so I don't come across most of them thing and you go see patients, you go put your hand so na the bedside, they talk to them like na the railing, you talk to her, you go grab your hand, you know, they squeeze, you take them up to your muscle, you know, then stuff then. But it depends to how you
handle that situation at that time.
You just need to be professional because some of them they really they see you, especially if you're a young guy where they take care of you, say if they come out good looking and all that stuff, then